Hello, humans, peoples, others, and welcome back to my inn. Today we will be doing trans memes from r/try and r/egg IRL. Happy New Year's and all that. So yeah, onwards into the memes. Let's see here. Egg IRL. I've been on HRT for a couple of months, so my chest has become sensitive. I dropped an almond and I was eating and reflexively tried to catch it. My reflexes did not account for changed topography. Critical hit. Ow. I probably could see that. That would hurt. Probably. I don't know. How should I know? Until I get HRT myself. But you know. Yeah. Very fair. Next meme. Um, thought it was just low tire pressure. Instead, I'd had my first flat tire. Driving to a social trans mask meeting, praying my car will be okay. They are super accepting and nice to me. I am the youngest of the group. They teach me how to replace the tire, and I get gender euphoria. Sounds like a great time. I don't know. I've never actually been to any social trans gatherings of any sort, so I'd assume people would just be nice at almost all of them, but, you know, I don't know. I suppose to the next meme. Let's see here. Egg IRL. Wild how every man has a genetically encoded cup size, and unless they take female hormones for long enough, they'll never know what it is. Which is why you need to try out both. For the greatest pursuit of knowledge, of course, obviously. And then, the original poster of that Twitter thing, said, I've had so many people tell me this tweet got them to transition. You know what? That's fair. You obviously gotta pursue the knowledge. You need to know what your genetics are telling you and all that. To the next meme. Oh no, I ran out of mana. I'm so sorry, little goblins. I'll try to make it quick and painless. You know what? Best build for a mage. Oh yeah, Goblin says wood. But you know what? Best build for mage is obviously a Spellblade-esque or some form of mage that can obviously cast or fight in melee. That's why, yeah. But also, I think just I want to look like that. I want to be like that. I don't know. What else can I say here? I don't know why this is in a trans meme subreddit, but you know what? It's fair. To the next meme. Let's see. A guy IRL. Will you press the button? Gender swap, but you just want a giant tungsten cube. I mean, let's see. I'm trying to think dimensions on that. That person's not horribly tall looking, but let's see. That's at least 3 feet in diameter, and if it's a cube, that's 3 feet by 3 feet by 3 feet, which is 27 cubic inches or cubic feet. That is a lot of tungsten, and you can use that for a lot. You're not gonna get it anywhere, but I'd definitely press the button. Unless, of course, the tungsten cube is right over, spawns like right on top of me. Then I'm but a puddle, unfortunate. But you know what? I want the tungsten cube. That is worth a lot, first off. Tungsten's expensive per cubic inch, so yeah. And then I just get the added bonus of not having to deal with dysphoria. It's just a win-win. To the next meme. Yeah, sounds about right. Trans girls, I think I'll call myself Samantha. That's kind of a boring name, but you know. Trans guys wearing Victorian boy clothes. I want to be called Duke Elliot Ferdinand V. Non-binary people, call me Rock. I don't know. I hope that doesn't really hurt my voice. Yeah. I think I've seen it in every way where it's very, very dramatic names for both trans girls and guys. I mean, if you look, my name is from one of my own fantasy characters. It's whole thing. I think I have talked about it in the lore video. I ended up changing the name of the character because confusion and all that. But yeah, I also have seen memes where it's the other way around, to be fair. But yeah, non-binary people just also have the coolest names. So to the next meme. To the next meme. We needed an updated version where this happens. As a transgender man who is going to be having a baby, I am so glad that by technicality, my child will be able to fulfill the prophecy and defeat Macbeth. To be on the safe side, get a C-section. Macbeth really needs defeating. Ironically, I have to have a C-section due to a hip problem I have, so it's double accurate. I like how this post implies that Macbeth is still out there, most likely terrorizing people, and no one has been able to stop him. You know what? We gotta stop Macbeth. He's out there somewhere. We gotta stop him before he continues whatever he does. I haven't read the play yet. Doesn't he, like, he overthrows a kingdom or something? I don't know. Never read it. I will read it probably later this year, which is a weird thing to say as the year literally just began. So everything I do will be later this year, but that doesn't matter. To the next meme. Transphobia and sexism are really similar if you think about it. I will never treat you like a real woman, and I will refuse to give you rights, and I'll judge you based on your sex appeal, and I'll treat you as inferior. You'll never treat me like a real woman, right? It seems like what they're doing is treating us like how they like to treat women. I don't. It's all horrid what they do, though. I don't get it. Why can they just not be normal? I suppose, though, to the next meme. I don't relate to the trapped in the wrong body narrative. I feel trapped in your perception of me. That is oddly, I don't know. I have a couple weird things with that because it's like I feel both. I don't know how to put it. It's just weird. Though I kind of relate to that, unfortunately for myself, I guess. Oh yeah, the title, Dysphoria, that works. I like the comic, how they show it almost in a literal way. But to the next meme. FTM femboys are the best. Beware the pipeline. She, her, she, they, them, he, they, he, him. But it slowly transitions from, male presenting, like, clothing to female presenting clothing. I get that, I guess. Other than, I'm not a femboy. But yeah, I suppose, what can I even say here other than, FTM femboys are cool, so are any other femboy. All femboys are cool, I guess. To the next meme. When they dig up your bones in 1,000 years, transphobes using the same 3 surface level insults when trying to hurt trans person's feelings. Yeah, they're not gonna dig up my bones in 1,000 years, because I'll not have bones in 1,000 years. Actually, no, I will have bones, they just, will be up and about and moving, so they won't dig up my bones. Because always remember, if I die, don't worry, or do worry, because I will be back. But other than that, to the next meme. Narrow worldview. You guys have such a narrow worldview through this panel. Here, let me just move this up. Infighting in the trans community is manufactured to divide us. Stop oppressing your siblings and fight the real fight. You tell him, little guy. And then, credits and all that to the artist who made this, if you can see him, I don't know. But, yeah, that's actually not false at all. That's why you all are valid and all that. I don't know what else to say about that, though, so, to the next meme. An egg fried this rice. Are you telling me an egg fried this rice? I wish I was a girl. You know what? I don't know. What can I even say here other than, yeah, an egg. Well, no, I guess. Yeah, there's still an egg, I guess. an egg did fry that rice. Good job for the day. To the next meme. Does she know? 14-year-old me drawing a female OC I will soon become very attached to. Clueless cap. You know what can I say here? I don't need to be called out. I don't need to be called out like that. Because I've already said where my name came from. That character's older than even the world they're in, because originally, oh yeah, ignore the dog barking in the background, she does that. I don't know. What can I even say here about that? I don't need to be called out. Next meme. Trans tomboys, masculine girls, are very valid. If I'm still masculine, / like masculine stuff, I must be faking. Small brain. I'm a tomboy. It's very large brain. Yeah, tomboys are awesome. To be fair, I don't know. I have no idea. Tomboys are just really cool. To the next meme. Story of my life. Yeah, I think this character is pretty hot. Is actually, I want to be her. You know what? Once again, well, I can't really relate fully to that. I just don't mention how I want to be people in front of people or call people hot because I'm ace, and yeah. But also, I'm a lesbian, but they don't know that. They don't need to know that. No one needs to know that, but you know. It's to the next meme. Wait. I don't know. Yeah, to the next meme. How it feels to be called a girl. Little Miss Witch. He called me Little Miss Witch. He said I'm a witch. Real shame. I probably need more context for this, but you know what? Yeah, I suppose it is like that sometimes. What can I even say about that? You know what? That's a nice hat. Unfortunately, it doesn't have a brim, and thus becomes a dunce cap, because the only difference between a dunce cap and a wizard hat is a wide brim of privacy. To the next meme. I hard gothic girl aesthetic, or soft ooh girl aesthetic. Trans girls, how rude. Uh, I don't know. I know what the gothic aesthetic is. I haven't seen the ooh girl unless it's like ultra femme and stuff. I think I've already said what I want my aesthetic to become, but I don't know. We'll see how it ends up going and all that. But yeah. Comment what your aesthetic is or what you want it to be, I guess. To the next meme. Egg IRL. Random guy getting dragged to r/egg IRL because he commented, I wish I was a girl on a post. You know what? Happens to the best of them. They can never escape. Once they do it, they're doomed to the fate of egg IRL. Luckily for me, I'm not doomed to the fate because I literally only made a Reddit account to do videos like this. So, to the next meme. Egg IRL, if I ever find a genie, I won't tell anyone, but there will be signs. You know what? I know I said you should comment something else, but you should actually comment what your top 3 wishes are. I don't know what my third one would be, but obviously I'd wish to be a girl. Well, I'd have to reword that so it actually fully works, just cause genie trickery. But, then I'd also wish to, have the ability to shapeshift, because that's just a great power. But yeah, I don't know what my third one would be. So alas, actually, I think I do. But, yeah. I should not probably be trusted with those powers. Let's just say, though, I would make my fantasy world real. But yeah, other than that, to the next meme. But yeah, there would be signs I found a genie. Similar to this, to the next meme, though. Let's agree I'll just sing the instrumental, okay? Voice dysphoria, forgetting the lyrics. ADHD, trans people who love to sing. Me a lot, well, forgetting the lyrics, sometimes I have a horribly good memory. I also have the worst memory ever. I have both the best and worst memory of anyone you'll ever meet. And you'll learn that if you ever met me in real life, I guess, I doubt you ever will, because I'm not in a place where people can meet me, so good luck with that. But no, I get this. I have, it's both the dysphorias. But yeah, to the next meme or whatever. You know, oh, I recognize that, profile picture. Uh, Maybe we'll summon them or something, because I've seen them in the comments of some videos. Take that, dysphoria. The sports leggings I recently found, dysphoria. I, who, I guess, yeah, good job. That's a, that's a great picture. That guy's big. Uh, I guess, to probably the outro. And welcome to my outro. I guess like, comment if you want. I think comment either what your 3 wishes are or whatever else I said you should comment. I don't know. Oh yeah, subscribe if you want. I don't know. Happy New Year's and all of that. Thank you to anyone who showed up to my whole New Year's stream. I'll probably be streaming more. That was an awfully eventful stream for me, I guess. But yeah, other than that, I hope you all have a great whatever. Uh, and yeah, what else can I say here other than thank you all for any and all support, and yeah, bye.